Yo fellas, what's up? Welcome back. Talking about level 200 today, the level 200 invasion bracket. It's pretty silly. This character I cooked up, Int Faith build. I'm kind of rocking a light roll setup here. That'll vary throughout the video. But yeah, I really wanted to use these cool putrescence spells and the Staff of the Great Beyond. And it's a pretty good time. The build is. But the quality of the invasions are... well, I'll just let you see for yourself. Also, I'm Big Charles. Hey, subscribe. But yeah, the players at level 200 are something else. Definitely sometimes hard to believe that there are sentient human beings on the other side of the screen. Watch this. You're gonna see that a couple times in this video here. Yeah, something about playing at high levels I think warps your perception of how to make builds and play the game, because you can just get away with whatever. You have 500 laser beams flying around the screen at any given time. You're light rolling, or you have a billion poise. Or you're in between like me in some of these clips because I'm stupid and overconfident. And you got Riviera Bobera, the rivers of Bob. I forgot I put that torch there. But yeah, at least on PS5 the activity isn't horrible. I mean, it depends what you consider horrible, I guess. The invasions are there though. They're just surprisingly in like really freaking lame zones or like areas. Like I invaded a ton of Liurnia, some Limgrave, like a lot of like base game stuff. I was really disappointed with the lack of DLC invasions at level 200. And you know, you wait a lot. There's a lot of this, what you're seeing right now. And yeah, when you finally get one, you know, sometimes it's good. This was a good one. This is funny. How many years in are we? People don't know invaders spawn with iframes. I'm just chucking fireballs, fuck them. The fun part about Int Faith is the amount of just shit you can throw constantly. So it's a pretty good time. Guy's like 900 health, level 200. Solid, man. Massive Putrescence is a really cool spell. Both the Putrescence spells have definitely exceeded my expectations for how cool they are. I have a great time playing with these, especially Vortex. Vortex has surprised me a ton at just how useful it is. We got a really smart guy here. Yeah, the corner will save me from the fucking sun being hurtled at me. But yeah, aside from the weights, there's a lot of this. And obviously that can feel like a waste of time. And there's a lot of dudes in fields. I don't know, maybe this is just Elden Ring. Because I know I was invading a meta in my last video. And just like, oh, so many dudes in fields. Maybe you just have to play at level 80 and below to have any fun. Not that I'm not having fun, but to have real invasions. Trademark symbol. When I say real invasions, I mean an invasion where someone's going through a zone, like a dungeon preferably legacy dungeon, but really any dungeon or zone with restricted access to space, and there's enemies of an appropriate level for them to be fighting, and you're kind of like part of that level. Like this is like not a real invasion. This is two scumbags on a lake, and a guy who thinks he can handle him. Stay tuned to find out if the guy can handle him. I love how reliable that is. I'm gonna get my dragon head out. Yeah, I'm falling victim to the level 200 brain rot, rolling into a frenzied flame. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I don't know. If you can't tell, I have really deeply mixed feelings about these above meta level invasions. And just invasions in Elden Ring in general. I do think the build crafting's really fun at level 200. You can make just some nutso build. And like you can make builds that aren't very good still usable. Jeez, that damage. That's a good example. The only problem about that last thing I said is if you're fighting against someone who's just made a good build and taken it to level 200, like a build that would be good at whatever level, a strength build, any pure build, and just focused that even further to level 200, yeah, it's just like so goddamn strong, it's ridiculous. And you really can't get around the numerical advantage that just running a pure anything build at level 200 has over doing some wonky split build. Ultimately, I think I'm left with the feeling, if you've seen my last video, you know I was kind of stuck with the feeling that my builds were, or that build I was playing was a little mean. It was like not doing enough fun stuff. I feel like this build's doing a little too much funny stuff, and I'm still working out that balance. Still looking for my Goldilocks zone of fun but mean, because I want to style on people, but I don't want to be just completely inefficient for the sake of style. It's all a work in progress, right? And luckily, I kind of talked about this earlier, but the quality of players at level 200, goodbye. Bye-bye. The quality of players at level 200 makes how good your build is matter somewhat less. There's a lot of... They're not even like noobs. And it goes beyond just being a casual. There's like people that their eyes have just glazed over to the actual gameplay. They don't even see it anymore because they're painting by numbers, literally. Like they're just using a huge statistical advantage to just overpower the game, and they're using the numbers advantage to just gank invaders. Blind spot. I'm gonna blind spot him. I should not be talking shit right now. You're about to see the saddest shit of your life. Already got hit once by Blasphemous Billy here. What does Chase the Bro call it? The Billy Wave? Man. This was kind of a fun fight. These guys weren't like wholly incompetent, but you know, they're still learning about spawn iframes. I've been kind of thinking it would be cool to retool this build as an arcane build with just enough int and faith for the spells I'm using, and just use the Albinauric staff and almost got him. But use the Albinauric staff and the Dragon Communion Seal and just scale my damage off of arcane, because then I could run some occult bleed weapons, which would provide a little extra burst damage in melee that I'm kind of lacking. My melee's not super strong on this character. But then I'm splitting the freaking damage stats 3 ways, because I think you need like 30 and 32 for like the bare minimum in faith, or 32 and 30, whatever, for all the spells I would want to use. And then I'm not multicasting from one tool, which is maybe fine. I've kind of wanted to try pure casting and just have like an occult weapon or a Reduvia as a backup. I don't know. Let me know what you think about me splitting this freaking build up even further. That's an interesting turn and burn you can pull with the slicer there. When you're kind of running away and you do the running one to shorten the startup and then do the turn and burn with the follow-ups. It lands more than you would think. I think that might be the only clip in this video, but I've actually been hitting that on people chasing me a good bit. It's kind of funny. Unfortunately, Slicer's poise damage is like terrible. I might have to switch to Catch Flame. I think Slicer only does like 51 poise damage or something. It's pretty sad. But Catch Flame, I think it does max poise damage, so that might work better. Here I try to use the Ice Storm to disguise that Fireball. I don't know if it worked or not, but I did land the Fireball, so that's a win in my book. But yeah, what do you guys think? Now's your chance to make your voice heard. Comment below. What do you think of level 200? Do you like playing it? Is there a better level range? Should I just be like sucking it up and trimming the fat off a build like this and playing at like 167 or something so I can still invade 150s? I feel like players at meta are like... I feel like every Elden Ring player is dumb. Like, nice. I feel like I keep thinking I'm gonna get higher quality invasions at this level or that level, but I feel like really only like my level 80 character gets real invasions, but meta is like, I don't know. Maybe I just want Elden Ring to be something that it's not. I dig the spells though. They're cool. They're cool. I feel like out of all the games to use magic in, Elden Ring is definitely the one. It almost feels bad not using magic in Elden Ring. Now that I've kind of gotten back into it, into my Age of Mage, I'm definitely appreciating just the variety. A video or two ago, I made a video about Dark Souls 1 and how the PvP is underappreciated. And while I don't know if it's underappreciated or not, I do feel like the implementation of magic in Elden Ring definitely deserves commendation compared to all the other games. It's definitely at its most interesting in Elden Ring, and most dynamic and compelling from like a gameplay perspective. Like this right here, dude. He's gonna keep casting that freaking lightning storm, and I'm gonna keep putting a comet into him every time he does it. Nice roll, man. Wow. But yeah, since I find it kind of hard to say nice things about Elden Ring, there it is. The magic's good. I like it. I feel like I'm gonna stick with it for a while and either retool this build or maybe try out a different level range. We'll see. I'm kind of feeling compelled by that arcane idea. I think it could be fun to do like occult bleed weapons, like an occult Nagakiba as like a main hand. Get some poise and just like be a kind of a mid-range spellcaster. Obviously a lot of the putrescent spells have frost buildup on them, though I'm not sure how significant it really is. Bye. But yeah, it's been interesting. If there's anything really good I can say about the experience of making this build, it's been that I feel like I'm letting myself get outside the framework, the cookie cutter kind of setups I'm used to making, and really let myself be open to different stuff, to trying out different spell combos, to trying out light roll, to trying out mid roll with no poise, which sucks. You shouldn't do it. But I tried it. That's what I'm doing in this clip. When I'm wearing this outfit in this video, it's mid roll. And it has like, I don't know, 23 poise or some negligible amount. Bye-bye. This was actually a good fight. This is like one of the few just good fights. Unfortunately not a real invasion, it's just a guy standing in Limgrave for some reason, but at least he knew how to play. I was reading an article earlier today about RFK Jr. and how he wants to make America healthy again, and it just really dawned on me, like, holy crap, this guy is our, like, whatever, Secretary of Health or whatever the fuck. That's messed up, dude. I've never seen a man more cooked than RFK Jr. He looks like a necromancer. No, he looks like a necromancy, dude. Have a rock. Rock to the face. Stone of Gronk's fun. I know I'm kind of harping on it, but like, here's another great example of level 200 invasions just being weird. It's like, yes, beautiful ambush opportunity, and I've just the tool for the job. And then the guy just stands there and dies. And it's like, it's almost like it went too well. It's anticlimactic. And then I just have this experience here where he's just like, this isn't a fight, you know? This guy couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. And I don't know. Where do you find the middle ground? Is it just level 80? I feel like it's just level 80. I know this is like such a unstructured video, but you're watching it, so what's that say about you? It says you have great taste. I feel like I kind of want to, when I retool the build, like ditch the comet stuff, like ditch all the conventional projectiles, other than maybe Giant's Flame Take Thee, because I do enjoy throwing the sun at people. That feels pretty sick. But yeah, I feel like I at least would be having more fun with like a much more mid to close range focus. I think I am going to do this arcane spread and see what I can accomplish. Because I know both the Dragon Seal and the Albinauric Staff Oh, this is good. I just gotta let this sequence play out. You catch that? He just flung himself off the edge with that orb. Beautiful. Classic wannabe duelists on the lake. Gotta put him in the place. I'm invading here. Why you bring me to this lake? You don't respect my craft? What is this? Call this an invasion? It was the arena if it was somehow even worse. What the hell? But yeah, I think some arcane poise wizard. Get some decent scaling. That might be the real level 200 multicaster of my dreams. I think that would be spicier. Because while the massive putrescence into comet combo is really funny, I don't know. It's lost its charm already, which is not a good sign. There, I notice he's a real masher. He's gonna mash out a hit stun, so we're gonna do it to him. That's how we get her done. Keep that Endure on me. Well, thanks for listening, guys. This is the last one in the vid. But I feel like talking about it helped me reach a reasonable conclusion. I think I know what I'm gonna do on my level 200 guy. Have some pretty fun ideas about it now. That's good. Because really, I guess the moral of the story is you make your own fun, you know? And if I'm killing people in brain dead ways, that says more about me than them, I think. So I gotta get spicy. I gotta get spicy if I want to have some fun. That never gets old though. Healing in my duel? Never. I've never seen that. I'm invading here. Thanks for the help, Kevin. Alright, y'all. Appreciate you watching. I'm Big Charles. See you next time.